As the Packers get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. At the 28-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, when you've got a guy like Marquise Goodwin, a former Olympian, mind you, you've got to devise ways to get the football in his hands, and mission accomplished there.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge. 1st down, Seattle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and another touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up early. 3rd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
To throw again is Wilson.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's taken down inside the
50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and 1 here. Now Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They'll go again to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the fumble recovery had him set up at ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He gives it off to Carson.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right to the right side and complete to Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Rodgers. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Jones, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
62 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're Play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Carson nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second and 9, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 9. Here's Wilson.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go back to Carson here on second.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they